Hello, fans of The Rich Dickman Show. This is Jonathan Silver, lead attorney of the Rich Dickman Group. Due to the inebriation of one of the hosts for the second time in show history, we've had to edit for content. On behalf of the Rich Dickman and Rich Dickman Group, we would like to apologize for what you're about to hear. Please understand that this is a satirical comedy show. However, that does not excuse the insensitivity that Rem Dickman exhibited, which is why we are forced to make these edits. Rem will be undergoing mandatory sensitivity training as well as seeking treatment for his singular addiction to Evan Williams bourbon. Evan Williams makes a delicious bourbon at a great price and is not only award-winning, but highly recommended amongst Dickman Group employees everywhere. You can find the unedited version of this show, episode 116, on the Rich Dickman Patreon at patreon.com/Rich Dickman. We will return to the high-quality, family-friendly entertainment you are used to when the show returns next week with episode 117. Thank you for your time, and try to enjoy the show. Visit richdickman.com for all your merchandise needs, and please send all complaints to the Dickman line at 860-316-4776.
See,
let him do his
the
thing.
Hulkster never grew up. That's the problem with Hulk Hogan, is that he was talking in carny language and, back ghetto slang well into his 50s and 60s. So, yeah. When he was on Bubba the Love Sponge show, it was the most cringy shit you'd ever hear two grown men talking. Oh my God. Awkward. Yeah. And then
I never saw that one. What was that about?
Well, the Bubba the Love Sponge show. It was a radio show.
Yeah, I never saw it.
You never listened?
No, I never listened to it.
No, Bubba the Love Sponge, he kind of sucked, but apparently Hulk Hogan, like Bubba Love Sponge shared his wife with Hulk Hogan, and that's the Hulk Hogan sex tape. As Hulk Hogan was doing Bubba's wife.
I know about that.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's just interesting. Maybe you know what? If he's not famous anymore, maybe we could get him on the show.
Ooh, Hulk Hogan or Bubba the Love Sponge?
Well, at least I was thinking Hulk Hogan, but maybe Bubba the Love Sponge.
Well, he's famous again,
and then when he gets on,
because wrestling forgave him for being racist, so he's famous again.
It forgave him for being racist.
Yeah. See, it is possible.
I love that.
It is possible to come back from racism.
Yes, all you have to do is join the WWE, or was he part of any of the other ones? WWF, NWO.
Well, WWF and WWE are the same thing, just different names, and then NWO was part of WCW. Yeah. Oh, see, I know Randy's shaking his head. We got to do like a Ray education of professional wrestling bonus episode, I think.
Yeah, and I'll just ask ignorant questions. All I know is on Nintendo 64, we were playing, I think it was like WCW versus NWO or something, one of those games. Yeah. And you play that, but then all of a sudden they would start introducing some of these where they'd be like, oh, here's this guy from this other league, and I'm like, fuck if I know. Why can't I just use the wrestlers? Why do you got to try and tell me what league they're from or anything? Like, I don't care. I just like Goldberg. And I'm going to take everyone down. I'm going to spear people and then punch them.
The first wrestling game they made for Nintendo 64 was the WWF Raw's War, whatever it was, Warzone. Randy, you might remember what it was. Uh-huh. But I got it, right? And it was create your own wrestler. So I created my own wrestler and everything. I had a good time. And I got my dad to play with me once. My dad didn't play any video games, right? My dad's an old, short little Italian guy. He doesn't play video games. He beat the shit out of me. Yeah. He beat the fucking shit out of me. It's like, what the fuck? What's happening here?
He's just hitting buttons. Sometimes that happens when they're just unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like they're just hitting buttons, so they're doing something, but they have no rhyme or reason, so you can't actually counter anything because they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I was doing that. We got that Nintendo Switch, and we're playing Super Smash Brothers, and sometimes my kids are 7 and 10, and they'll kick my ass because I'm like, I have no idea what they're doing. They're literally just, they'll jump the wrong direction and then they'll shoot us something over it. And I'm like, God damn it, you can't counter them.
Well, Smash is the fighting game for the. So, I mean,
I don't really like it.
Anybody can play that. All right.
It's boring.
You ready to do a show?
Yeah. Yeah, unless you want to talk wrestling for a minute. I play the intro.
But
call it an episode.
The sad part is I have to go to work tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I would do this all day. But let's get into it.
He used to do a World of Warcraft advice podcast. He even did the original Drunken podcast, Changing the Game. and influencing a generation of podcasters. But he was disgraced, accused of crimes he never committed, shamed, he disappeared. By the grace and generosity of Mr. Rich Dickman, he was raised again. Seconded by his co-host, definitely not main host, Ray, Rem Dickman has returned, sexier and more handsome than ever. This is The Rich Dickman Show, the greatest podcast ever produced by Rich Dickman with Rem and Ray. Featuring executive producer Randy, producer Ryan, Maddie from Australia, hot drummer Newsbaden, and Svensson. The Rich Dickman Show, your slightly better than mediocre podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 116 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast. It is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host. I am Rem. Once again, back at you, hitting this thing, hitting that good shit, Ray. How are you, buddy? Ray, my man. What's up?
I'm good. Just don't have coronavirus.
Okay.
All that business, I haven't been arrested for protesting or rioting.
No, it's fine.
Though I do both of those on a regular basis.
You don't get arrested for that.
Good.
No. Rioting and protesting is fine. Everything else is locked down. Don't you dare. Goddamn Californians. Don't you dare leave your house, Ray. It's illegal.
Yeah, don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Don't go to Actually, so I have a gym membership, and they were saying something along the lines of, if you enter, you're supposed to wear a mask, but as soon as you start using the equipment, you don't have to. And I was kind of like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you can take it off after you go to the locker rooms and come out, maybe, or something.
Right.
Like, what is the point?
I'm not going to get into the whole mask of it all, okay? Because people really love their masks. Like, there's people who just love their masks and, hey, wear a mask. Just wear a mask, man. But I mean,
they probably have bad acne.
Just look how ridiculous it is, though. I mean, you can take it off. What's the point of having it on when you're going to be exhaling really hard and you can take? It's stupid. They're going to require my kids to wear masks in schools. Anyways, I'm going to get these badass face shields or some sort of goofy shit for my kids to wear while they're at school because fuck the rules, right? They'll have a mask on of some sort. Big welder's mask, fucking creepy devil eyes or some shit. Put some symbols into it of whatever the current cause is. I don't know. Are you locked down, Ray? Is your county locked down?
No, we're not.
Okay.
But a lot of them around us are. But we still don't have that many cases here. So, I mean, everything's kind of just kicking. But we kind of follow the lead of the other ones because we're surrounded by them. Yeah. Although we haven't had the issues, which is a good thing. Good thing we're not having it. I'd rather us, better safe than sorry. I'll say it over and over again.
All right, we're gonna stop the Corona talk after this. All right, I promise. But our governor tweets his daily updates, right? And we had, we went several days without a death. There's only I think 67 people in the whole state hospitalized with it. Things are getting better. Connecticut's one of the best states right now. All right, so as much as I had shit to talk about my governor, we're doing fine. They delayed phase 3 a little bit. Whatever. I don't get. Fine. I can get my ramen. I can go inside. But on the governor's tweet where he said, he gave the update. This one person tweets back and is like, "We're not doing enough. We need to lock down more. You're opening too soon." It's like, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck do you want here? These people have to go to work. Businesses have to open. Are you crazy? We're doing fantastic. Stop it. Stop it right now. But then they tweeted the governor like he's going to respond to him like he's their homie. I don't understand.
Yeah. He loves to go on there and reply individually to every tweet to look like he's a person of the people, and he's with the times, and he knows he's not just an old guy, some old fart who doesn't know how to use technology. Nope. He knows how to use social media like a boss. He replies with GIFs and stuff like that.
He's playing Last of Us 2 on his PS4 and rocking the Twitter and
streaming it on Twitch.
Yeah, he's streaming shit.
Oh shit! How funny would that be?
His Twitch name is like Governor Combat 3 or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
That guy.
Oh man. Oh, it would be so funny. You know what? I wonder if maybe we could. Maybe that's like the future. Is some new person in politics that doesn't really have much traction as any sort of a legitimate candidate for any like powerful position, they just go full blown. Like I remember hearing, I don't remember that much about it, but yeah. So I remember hearing like Obama got the young vote. You know what I mean? That was one of the things I remember people saying. He was really relatable to the young people, right? But you have someone that does something like that. They just fucking go like stream on Twitch every once in a while, like a couple times a week and just like fucking just hang out. They're constantly like trying to do sick burns on Twitter and stuff like that, just roasting people. Like just, oh my God, it would be amazing to see somebody rise to power by really playing it. I mean, that's what Trump sort of did that with Twitter too, right? Like everyone was like, oh my God, use social media to get into office.
His Twitter game is on point.
So the next step is president that plays Twitch on a regular basis.
Well, apparently AOC is a League of Legends player, and she was tweeting about her rank or something the other day. I don't know if that's true.
Wow.
Maybe somebody photoshopped it, but I don't think so. I think she did. Well, who cares?
Well, I'm voting for her.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
I'm gonna go to Queens.
I'm sold.
I'm gonna use Chris OC's vote to vote for her. That's what I'm gonna do because she plays League of Legends. Fuck. I'm voting for the first politician who plays World of Warcraft. No, I'm not. Well, you're all. You're all
yeah,
okay.
I know.
Hey, if you're in a Discord right now, bit.do/TRDS1, as are Randy and Kristen, because nobody comes out on a Thursday night. But if you did, you'd see I was wearing the brand new Rich Dickman Show Ray and Rem t-shirt that Randy drew. Look at that. Right on my boobs. Right on the boobs.
Nice.
My face is the right boob. Your face is the left boob. Pretty good. You can get that. Go to richdickman.com and click the merch tab. Get yourself a brand new t-shirt. Thank you very much to those of you who are buying them. They are great. Listen, we do this show every week. Call the voicemail. Oh, Christ, Ray. I don't know what the hell. I started drinking early. Dickman line, 860-316-4776. And on Twitter, at Rich Dickman Show. Ray, what's going on, buddy?
I kind of see a few things that you want to talk about. I'd love to get to those. But
do my shit.
And this one will transition into something we were talking about earlier. But so I've been trying to hire somebody at work and going through all these resumes. You get like 30 resumes in like an hour, right? So I'm just going through them, and we're using Indeed. Now I haven't looked into what this is. Maybe I can look it up if you want to give me a second. But at the top, there's a hashtag that says hashtag ready to work. And I see that on many of these resumes. Now, do you think that's something that's like Indeed adds that or people add it? Because it's not on all of them. It's just on like a third of them or something like that. But is that something that people are starting to do where they actually add hashtags on their resumes?
I hope not. Jesus Christ. Like when somebody writes like they talk in their resume, I immediately dismiss them as being stupid. Like I had one that says, we worked like a 3-hour shift. I'm like, no, you're done. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Writing is a lost art, Ray. It's I can't stress anybody who might be listening, all 8 3/4 of you, that writing and writing well is makes you so much better than anybody else around you who cannot write. All right. The skill of writing and conveying your thoughts properly into the written word is a skill that's being lost amongst our people these days. And it's scary and it's sad. It's incredibly sad, the amount of people who do not know how to write. Oof.
Yeah. Oh, and so you know what? I started thinking that I need to become more grammar police-like. And the reason being, there's so many people that write like shit that when you just breeze over and you're like, whatever. Next thing you know, you make that typo because you're not like critical about it anymore. You're not. Yeah. So next thing I know, I'm typing like, hey, Rem, Y-O-U-R. Hey, Rem, you're a good friend of mine. And it's like, then you go back and you read your email and you're like, son of a bitch, I literally did the stupidest. I hate that. And I just did it. So I'm like, now I think I need to become a grammar police so that I can actually catch myself from doing those things. It's more of a self-grammar policing.
We're moving into more of like an hieroglyphic emoji-based society, by the way. And people like Chris OC will have no part of that. Like I try throwing like a smiley face emoji at him, and he'll literally say, "What does that mean?" Motherfucker, it's a smiley face. What do you think it means? It's just a smiley face, man. What do you think? And like I got an iPhone 11 now, right? And you know how you can, well, you don't know this because you don't have an iPhone, but Randy knows this, is that you can add a reaction to people's texts, okay? Like give a thumbs up or hearts, whatever. So I did that to one of Chris OC's once, and he got mad at me. He's like, if you ever do that again, I'm literally not going to talk to you. And I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe it's not a bad thing if I don't talk to Chris OC for some time, you know? Because everything is crazy right now, and he's like the craziest of them all. Like I don't plan on visiting him till sometime next year because he won't let me come to New York, and he won't want to do anything. I was like, hey, what are you up to this weekend, man? He's like, staying in my house and staying alive. I'm like, what the fuck? Really? Jesus Christ, that's living? And he'll wake up.
He sounds like he would be a good character in Stephen King's The Stand, where there's the epidemic that takes over the world and there's only a few people left. He sounds like he would be very well off in that type of a world.
Oh yeah, he would be jacking off every single day, telling people how right he was about it. You know, he would just say, "Fucking told you, I fucking told you, fucking told you."
Yeah.
He wakes up. You know, he works nights, and he wakes up. He literally just rolls out of bed and goes to his computer and checks his Twitter feed and just starts retweeting any anti-Trump stuff he can find.
What a life.
Like to get his jollies off before he goes to work. It's like, man, come on. And he gets mad at me for my crusade against Jules and her lies, but whatever. It's a family show, Randy. It sure is. Well,
let me go back to the iPhone thing though. I hate when people do those like reactions because
fuck you, Ray.
Someone that doesn't have an iPhone, it basically it says so and so reacted to your message, but it just says something like, so and so liked, and then it quotes your whole fucking message and resends it. And so like if you're in a group text and like 5 of the 10 people have an iPhone and they all do, holy fuck, it just takes up so much space.
Join the hive.
Can't they just fix that stuff?
Join the hive, Ray. All right, don't be an asshole. All right, don't be different. Be like everybody else. Come on.
But iPhones are in the minority. You didn't realize that, right?
I don't.
There's more Android phones.
You know what? I don't care because Randy has an iPhone. I assume Kristen has an iPhone. I have an iPhone, and we're all super cool. So I don't know what that was. Was that an iPhone? She held up her phone.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
You want to know what? We got that iPhone for my 10-year-old, and she went to the in-laws' business today, and she's going to go back tomorrow. And I said, well, why are you doing that? She goes, because I need to make money. I was like, oh, well, what are you going to spend that money on? She goes, a new phone. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. We just bought you one, like, in the middle of May, so like 2 months ago. Like, why do you need a new phone? She goes, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like,
okay, well, what kind of shitty iPhone did you get her?
She got the new iPhone SE, the 2020 version. So they're only like, you can get them for like $100.
Yeah, they're
not.
That's what my family
like,
has.
Expensive, but but yeah, it's not like some used cracked phone or cracked screen, all that stuff. But so it's nice for a 10-year-old. And so I'm like, why do you need a new one? We just got you a phone. She's like, what did she say? Something, I don't know. She's like, I'm locked out of it. I'm locked out of it. And I'm like, yeah.
That's her stupid fault. No offense for being locked out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. My son had an Android, right? And we switched everybody. So, the wife, the son, and my daughter all got new SEs, right? My son is making YouTube videos on his own now. I don't have to edit for him anymore because he uses the iMovie and he has his own YouTube channel. He's uploading movies left and right.
My kids do that.
You should subscribe to his channel, please. Randy, I'll give you the link too. I need everybody to subscribe. But he's filmmaking. He's free. Did you see my Facebook video that I put up of me cooking the other day?
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
I did.
Randy, I got a Facebook friend with you, buddy. It's my Facebook is private, so nobody knows who I am. I'm Rem Dickman.
I was gonna make a smart ass comment like, "Where's the limoncello?" And I was like, whatever.
It's in the cabinet, motherfucker.
Typing stuff.
You want me to take it out next time? I will.
Supposed to be drinking it.
I'll do it just for you, you bitch. All right. I've been drinking early, Ray. So let's get into this, man. Let's fucking do this. Okay. So I was at the pharmacy. I had to go pick up some. My wife got a prescription. I go pick it up for her. And she says to me, can you go to the pharmacy for me? And I said, yeah. Like, why? Like, okay, well, you can go, right? And she says, no, I don't want to see Taylor. Taylor is one of the clerks there. And he likes to hit on my wife. He likes to stand there and like talk to my wife and make her very uncomfortable. So she doesn't want to go in. And this fucking guy is like, he's, how can you be politically correct in insulting somebody these days, Ray? Give me some hints. I don't know how to do it because I want to light this guy up with all these words I'm not supposed to use anymore.
Oh, see, that's the problem.
You can't do it.
All I can think of is, but why would she feel uncomfortable? Like she just didn't soak it in.
No, she doesn't want to be hit on by some asshole who works at a pharmacy. Okay, no offense to people who work at pharmacies. This kid's an asshole. All right, so I walked in there and I said, hey man, I'm here to pick up prescription for, and then he stops me. He puts his hand up, says, stop. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? He's like, let me guess. And then he says my last name, right? And I'm like, yeah, you got it. And he says, is it for you or for her? I'm like, it's for her. Man. It's for her. And so he saunters on over to the little file cabinet and pulls out a prescription. He's like, hey, I got your names memorized now, huh? I'm like, what? Taylor, you're being a weird asshole right now, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
So yeah. I wish he was a fuckboy, Randy. Yeah, Randy asked if he was a fuckboy in the chat. I wish he was, because then he'd look cool, but he doesn't. No, he's like, I don't know, just fucking loser. Anyways, I don't appreciate the guy at the pharmacy trying to pick up my wife, but not trying to pick up me. That's bullshit, right? I should get some of that. I went to the liquor store today, Ray, because I had to get some Evan Williams bourbon. And I don't know if you've been into any stores recently, but everybody's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. So I walk in there with my mask on and I pick up my Evan Williams bourbon and I'm looking for a bottle of wine for the wife. And the guy up at the counter says, hey, do you need help? You need help with anything? I'm like, no, man, I'm just trying to pick out some wine that I think my wife's going to like. He's like, oh, okay. I go up to the counter. And here's another guy who's hitting on my wife. No, I'm kidding. I put my shit on the counter and he's like, so how are you today? And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not bad. And I said, how are you, pal? And he said, oh, can't complain. And my typical response to can't complain is, yeah, no one listens anyways, right? So that's funny. And he said, that's right. Except if you're the United States government. I'm like, what? He's like, did you know it's the 75th anniversary of when we set the first nuclear bomb off? I said, I did not know that. I did not know that. Thank you for enlightening me. He said, yeah. And we've been suffering radiation poisoning ever since. Okay, pal. Here's your $28.72. And he says, yeah, and they've done thousands since then. I'm like, all right, buddy, I will see you later. I'm going to get in my car and I'm out of here. All right, so that's like two weird interactions this week. Like,
before you get stuck, before he like signs you up for some underground bunker type of meeting.
Yeah, it's like, why didn't you ask me about all this?
Get you on a list.
Why didn't you hook me up with this cool shit like months ago when I was down to do everything? Now I don't care and I hate all of you.
Yeah, no, you're definitely gonna be on Homeland Security list. Like that guy's gonna end up mentioning your name.
Yeah,
at his next little meeting with his buddies, and oh man, you're gonna knock on your front door in a week or two.
So we don't have any guests in the chat room tonight, and that's sad because I was hoping we'd have somebody who would come on the show because I was inspired a long time ago to podcast, Ray. I was inspired by a gentleman whose Twitter handle is, and I've never said this before publicly, but it was in his podcast that inspired me to podcast because, well, if that guy could do it, I certainly could do it too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, he's from and he likes to spout bullshit into the air, and I used to tell. Maybe I don't know. We gotta one day, Ray. We have to talk about all the sex that's being had at BlizzCon by all these weird nerds. Anyways, tweets on July 13th, which was 3 days ago. Ray, not gonna lie. There are many days I want to ask those I know who either voted for Trump or voted for someone other than Clinton or Trump so I can find out how their decision sits with them now. But honestly, afraid to hear the answer. This is a mind you. And so, listen, I'm all for discussing different points of view. You know me, Ray. I like talking to people. So I replied to him. I've got your Huckleberry. Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, I'll round up some people who didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I'll see you then. And I gave him the Discord link. And he's not here. So I guess he didn't really want to have that conversation with anybody. But
he doesn't know what he wants. He literally in the same tweet said, I want to ask these people, but I don't actually want to know the answer.
Yeah.
Like, so which one is it?
What are you tweeting for? Like, you just trying to make a point? Just trying to prove how big and strong you are? Because, listen, a couple weeks ago, a gentleman from the World of Warcraft community passed away. You might remember the name of Haster, all right? That was his Twitter name. His game name is Haster. And early on in Liquor Fueled, he was a big supporter of ours. And I was actually looking through my old direct messages, and I found some from him where he tried to get me on his old podcast way back when. I couldn't work it out. But he sent Liquor Fueled, I think our first loot box that we did. We used to do the loot box openings. Cool. And if you go to our Patreon, patreon.com/RichDickman, you can hear 2 of the old Liquor Fueled episodes, one of which has a loot box opening on it. And I believe Haster sent that one. Nice guy, but he passed away, presumably due to the COVID, right? So I guess gets on his show. I didn't get a chance to pull the clip. Maybe I will for next week if I care about it. But, he's basically shitting on the United States of America. So he's all upset because his friend died who lived in Texas. It'd be unlike the Warcraft community to not take a strong stance on something they have no facts about, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, God. The virtue signal alarm came up. Oh, let me get on. Let me start tweeting. Boop, 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 boop. Here we go. Virtue signal.
Yeah. Take a strong stance.
Yeah. So I would have found some people who didn't vote for Hillary. I did not vote for Hillary. I actually, I voted myself. I wrote my name in the space. I voted for myself. And I would have happily had the discussion with him. But he's not here. So, tweet strong, speak softly. I don't know what the saying is. Anyways, you fucking coward. Ray, am I going too far, Ray? I've just been in a weird mood.
No, I mean, that's what, like you're saying, it's the virtue signaling. Like these guys, they just continue to do it left and right. And that's it. Like that's literally all they do. There's nothing else. It's like I said, that's what drives me crazy about Jules. And it's like hugs. Like
we'll get to her.
What is that even? Like, you're not even doing anything. Like, and again, at some point you got to fucking face the music. You need to actually make a difference. You can't just sit there and be like, hey, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. No, things don't just become fine. You have to fucking make it fine.
Thank you.
Right? Like, yeah. And that's the same thing. Like, he's going to sit there and, blame this or blame that or, oh, everything's so terrible. But like it's just unfortunate that happened to him. Well, maybe he made some other poor life decisions as well. And what's interesting is like, yeah, I think that they should start trying to track like how much people are wearing their masks or not. That kind of stuff when you're talking about coronavirus killing people. Like, yeah, it'd be nice to know if like, was this person known for wearing their mask all the time? I mean, like, start diving into that stuff.
Who knows? I don't know. And I don't care. I honestly don't care about anybody except me, my family, and my close friends, Ray, and everybody in this chat room tonight is included. I care about all of you, and I love you all. Thank you so much for being here very much. But
I care about enough other people getting it that I get one more stimulus check, and then we can call it a pandemic.
The amount of virtue signaling that comes out of that stupid community is mind blowing. I've been doing some research, some deep diving recently, Ray. And I've seen so many people with the initials BLM in their Twitter handles. Like, yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you going to accomplish? Are you actually actively, instilling change, or are you just tweeting some bullshit because it makes you feel good? And that just drives me crazy. I am who I say I am. I am Rem Dickman. I'm a certified asshole who only really cares about myself. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone and don't bother me with your nonsense, right? That's my philosophy. And if you got a problem with it, come talk to me. You're welcome on the show. bit.do/TRDS1. Come on the show. I'm looking for a guest for next week anyways. Okay. What do you want to do next? You want to do the Jules bullshit real quick? Yeah, let's do the
yeah, we can
I don't care what you want. We'll do what I want. Again, I started drinking early, so we get fired up for this one. Isn't it a shame that in order to do a podcast and feel entertaining, I have to drink? I don't know. It says something about me.
Says something about.
I haven't had a bottle of Evan Williams.
You should see how much
weeks.
people drink just in general.
Fucking delicious.
Fuck. This country drinks so much alcohol.
Right. So, all right, a couple weeks ago, I'm not going to do the Marconin thing anymore, Ray, because
to weed.
Yeah, because CTW, convert to weed, new podcast. That's great, Randy. I love it. Speaking of convert to weed,
that's a good one.
I did send an offer to Pat Crane to call into the show, and he decided to ignore it. So there's that as well. Listen,
it never happened.
If you want to be honest and talk the bullshit and tell everybody how you really feel, come on the Rich Dickman Show. I'll take all points of view. I don't care. Okay. All right. So several weeks ago, Marconin was accused of his nonsense. Marconin disappeared. Jules decides to take this moment to tell everybody how she's known about other accusations and that Marconin is an evil person and that she's no longer friends with him. And that kind of set me off on a path of, I don't know, destruction, right? Because it just makes me mad. I was going to leave everything alone. I didn't care about either two of them. But to see her turn on another friend like this and then realize, oh my God, so there's me, there's her ex-husband, there's Marconin, she doesn't mention that she ever did the Jules and Coffee Hour with that coffee guy ever again. There's Pat Crane, just all the people she's left in her wake that she no longer associates
Trail
with.
of bodies.
Yeah. So it got me thinking, I don't know, maybe this is actually a really horrible human being and is really bad at being a human being and is using the internet to make herself feel good. Because as soon as this nymph person says, don't mouth things, I can't hear you when you do that. What were you saying?
Sorry, I was singing. What Randy typed. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
So as soon as this person accuses Marconin, Jules uses this opportunity to tell everybody, hey, everybody, I'm still here. Look at me. Forget about what this nymph person said. I'm still here, and it affected me. Not so much that, she would take down...
I'm the victim.
Yeah, I'm the victim. But not so much that she would take down the episodes of Torn Think Tank that he was on. Those are still up. Don't worry. Oh, you know what? That was a different time. They don't mean as much, but there's still some really good advice that I gave in there. I'm sure that's what the answer is, right? All right, So Jules sends a cryptic tweet, a couple of weeks ago, like, oh, I hear you. I hear the voices calling. Something's coming soon. And then all of a sudden, we get, oh God, where's my mouse? Hold on. I got to find my mouse first. There it is. Well, we get some bullshit that kind of sounds like this. Hi, everybody. I don't know how to mix a podcast, but I'm trying to learn. And sometimes you find some intro music that you really like, but you don't know when to cut it off. So you let it play a little bit too long. And it keeps playing. And it keeps playing, and you hold your audience in suspense. And they think, wow, what an artist. This person knows what they're doing.
Hello, and welcome to the introductory episode of the Personal Experience Podcast. It's a brand new thing. My name is Jules Scott, and I'm so happy to welcome you to this first look at my newest podcast adventure. You're saying, oh my gosh, Jules, this is awesome, but what the heck are you up to? Well, let me just start first. Because there are people who are going to be listening to this going, who the heck is this girl?
Who the heck is this?
Or you may know me, but you've never actually listened to one of my podcasts because I've been doing a whole lot of other stuff outside of podcasting in the last couple of years.
So
let's start with, who am I? Who is Jules Scott?
Who is Jules Scott?
So if it's their first...
So I'm a liar and I'm dishonest to my audience, and I use the internet cachet to further my own goals and career. So Jules started a new podcast called the Personal Experience Podcast. Randy listened to it, and I said, Randy, if there's anything good in there, clip it for me. And Randy said, Rem, there's nothing good in here. There's nothing good in here at all. So listen. Okay. All right. Hold on a second, Ray.
How long is it?
This one is 14 minutes. I'm not going to do the whole. I can't get past this.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
All right. But here is the episode description for episode 0. Welcome and introduction. Episode summary. Host Jules Scott Torn Think Tank, Heroes News with Jules Scott, introduces her newest podcast adventure, the Personal Experience Podcast. So what's interesting about that? What do you find interesting?
Wait, did she mention Heroes of the Storm?
No, Heroes News with Jules Scott.
Oh. Wait, what? What's Heroes News?
I don't know.
For Heroes of the Storm?
I have no idea. She does some bullshit with the casting. But she was so proud of this most recent bullshit that she did, the Jules and Coffee Hour with his full name Coffee. Like, who the fuck names themselves Coffee? Like, what a I need to know how that ended, because she doesn't list it here. She lists after Nymph accuses Marconin of being a sexual predator and preying on her and consent with false pretenses, all the other bullshit. She still lists Torn Think Tank as her number one. Is Torn Think Tank. Doesn't mention any of the other bullshit that she did. Any of the other stupid projects she did. The one with the other ladies that she did. The thing with Pat Crane, God forbid. None of that. She has Torn Think Tank and Heroes News with Jules Scott, her Heroes of the Storm news show that she once did a long time ago. I don't know. To do the Personal Experience Podcast. And, you know, listen, I'm not one to tell anybody to not have fun, right? Right? Go out, have fun, do what you got to do. Have fun creating content, making a YouTube video, playing a game. I don't care. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. It doesn't affect me. I don't give a shit. But to just be so dishonest and to use a situation so severe and so tragic and so heartbreaking as what happened to Nymph, accusing Marconin of all these horrible things, to use that to launch a new podcast and make it all about you? Are you fucking kidding me, Ray? And then the worst part of this, Ray, is that all the people and her little tweet saying, "Hey, I've got a new podcast, everybody, look at this." Yay, Jules is back. Oh my God, girl, congratulations. Oh, this is so great. I can't wait to listen. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, it's so good to have you back. You're all and you all deserve. You're all just people with no sense of reality, and I one of you. Ray, your thoughts?
She's about to get a reality check because the podcast will not do well. There's no way.
Nor will she stick with it.
But also, if you just type into Google the Personal Experience Podcast, there was 1,100,000 results that came up.
Oh,
it only took 0.7 seconds. Yeah, I can't find anything about it. I was going to try and find it so I could read something on it. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck to find it. It's definitely not making any sort of an impact or splash on Google. They couldn't care less.
No. Well, I mean, the actual first episode releases on Fridays. So, I mean, but my God, how nobody can see this is just mind-boggling to me. Like, there's, and the people, okay, let me take that back. There are people who see this, but nobody wants to say anything. Everybody just keeps their mouth shut. Because that certain podcaster who DM'd me last week said, yeah, you know, Jules does need to, you know, does have something to, is being less than honest about this. Right? Nobody wants to say anything though, because everybody's too scared to call somebody else out. Anyway,
and why? What are they risking? Their World of Warcraft identity? All of a sudden they're going to be a quote unquote bad guy? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, listen, no, my life is ruined because the World of Warcraft community thinks I'm a jerk for saying something. If you're a
podcaster, podcaster afraid to call out Jules Scott, I need you to look at the download numbers for episode 113 of The Rich Dickman Show, where we talked about the Marconin situation. Fucking phenomenal. One of our best episodes that we've done, next to the Dick episode, and we had Dick on. Dick Masterson. So,
yeah.
Hey, World of Warcraft podcasters, you probably should go take care of this, because this is fucking just lying to everybody and taking listeners away from you for her stupid nonsense.
Oh, you do realize it would be a bigger story than Marconin, right? Like if she's found out and people start piling on, like people will care more. Because she's the one that's like the real fraud of literally having failed at everything she's ever done.
Everything.
And basically telling people, I'm going to be your life coach. I'm I'm going to fucking give you advice all the time when she has literally zero expertise or qualifications for doing such. Like, and waltzes around pretending like she's actually qualified and that, you know, if you want to change your life, come talk to me. I'll just charge you a small fee and I'll make your life better.
Yeah. If you need coaching in your life, richdickmanshow@gmail.com. Ray and I will happily coach you for $25 a session, which is much cheaper than whatever Jules charged. We'll do it live on the show, or we'll do it in person via Discord or Skype, whatever you need. You know, $25 a session, Ray. 30 minutes a session. If you need a minimum of 2 sessions a day. But go ahead.
And you know how much bullshit you'll get from us? Zero bullshit. Zero.
Yeah.
It's not going to be sugar coated with, oh, well, just, you know, like be nice to people and like, oh my God, everything will work out. No, not at all. Like you'll get the truth.
You get the truth. Yeah.
You'll love it.
You're fucking up. You're fucking up.
Pants.
Stop fucking up. People. Okay. So 2 things I want to say. Number 1 is, you know, I talked about my crusade last week. Ray, I don't have an army. Okay. We have 8 3/4 listeners. That's what we have. We don't have an army to fight this battle. So I'm going to back off.
We have a squad.
I emailed Marconin. He never got back to me. I could text him, but I'm not gonna because
Dick Squad.
Yeah. The Dick Squad. Ooh, that's good. The Dick Squad. When if Marconin is ever ready to come tell his story, Marconin, if you're listening, you have a spot here. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to go after the Jules shit anymore. I'm not going to play clips of her show every week unless Randy pulls them for me, because I don't have time for that nonsense. So this is pretty much it. But you need to realize that Jules Scott does not exist without Rem Dickman. Okay, because in 2012 it was me who texted, "Man, I'm listening to this asshole, and he really sucks at podcasting. I can do this. In fact, I want to do this. I want to podcast." Ray, I never asked her to be my co-host, okay? I said, I want to podcast. And then Jules said, I'll be your co-host. And Torn Think Tank was born at that moment. So if I never got an iPhone, if I never started listening to Medros' stupid podcast, and if I never said I want to podcast, you never would have heard a Jules Scott. And everybody's life probably would have been better off, by the way. All right, if you think about it. Like if I never started podcasting, maybe I take a different direction. I like podcasting. It helped my creativeness, my creative outlet. Matt from Not For Human Consumption said I'm very good at interviewing people. Thank you, Matt. Love you, buddy. But, you know, I would have done something else. Okay. She doesn't exist without me. She should thank me for all the stupid bullshit that she has in her life. I know you said in your email that you didn't wish any bad things to happen to me. All right. Because you're and you're and all the bad happened to you. Good. All right. These people, you don't lose 6 or 7, whatever it is, people from your life because you're a good person. That's not how that works. All right, Ray. I got some more emails to talk about. I know. This is start drinking early. Okay, so I got an email. I got an email from one of our fans, and I'm going to read this to you. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do they give their name?
I got to work tomorrow. We'll get to that.
Is it anonymous?
Hey, gang. I strongly feel the need to write in and let you know what I think about the show. But first, let me give you a quick rundown of my history with the show and the content you've put out in the past. I started listening to Triple T
at the end.
Yeah, at the end you can guess. I started listening to Triple T from day one and loved the way Rem would give a tough love approach to many situations while maintaining a sensitive approach. As soon as Rem left, so was my desire to listen. Jules was always trying to sit on her high horse, and oh my God, it got annoying. I work a job that allows me to listen to podcasts for 40 plus hours a week, so I listen to a lot of stuff. Liquor Fueled is easily my favorite. There's a freshness and authenticity to it that I can't get enough of. This is what led me to randomly text Huel a few hours before your last show, which he mentioned on the show. I couldn't have been happier to hear that you were doing a show that night. I ended up being gone all day, and as soon as I got home, I hopped onto Twitch to see if you were still streaming. To my delight, I caught the end of the show, mostly just Huel cutting logs like a pro. To cap it off, you even got my message in chat that you're my favorite podcast. That's right, I am. Jules Winfeld. It's the name of Samuel L. Jackson's character in Pulp Fiction, by the way. Anyway, sorry for any wall of text, but I truly wish you'd continue the show. Even just once a month is enough to keep me satisfied because the show is so fulfilling to my need for a fresh take on podcasting. I am really bummed I didn't get to see more of your show Saturday because I would have called in a heartbeat since I'd love to chat with you guys about how awesome you are. In conclusion, I hope you guys continue to release more content. I'm anxiously waiting for the next one with Coltrane and we'll eat that shit up. Take care, and I'll keep listening as long as you let me. Ray.
Hey, what year was that?
That was 2015. That was sent January 19th, 2015 at 3:16 p.m.
I was going to say, at first, you kind of ruined it. As soon as I realized it was me, I was going to say, man, you know how earlier we were talking about people that need to learn how to write? I was going to say, man, this person, I don't know who it is, but they have a really good writing style. They definitely know how to write really well. But man, it's been a long time.
So
what was your impression when you read that?
Well, I got another email.
Did your head get bigger?
Well, my head always gets bigger. All right. I got a big dick. But I got another email. April 28th, 2015 at 1:15 a.m. in the morning. So I realized that if I send you Twitter messages at this time of night, it might wake you up or something. Hopefully an email doesn't do that to you. Here's my idea.
Email days.
A podcast about nerds who stay healthy. Not models who are nerdy, more like nerds who also actively try and sustain a healthy lifestyle. When I Googled, I didn't find any similar podcast. I feel like it's an untouched subject, similar to how Triple T was. Maybe this is a subject close to my heart because I try to stay healthy myself, while still being a moderately active gamer nerd. Though it sparked a new flame in me because at work, we just hired a guy who is totally overweight, but constantly tries to talk to me about gaming. And I can't help but feel like he's the stereotype of the overweight gamer. It's no wonder so many nerds who spend all their days in front of a PC are overweight and out of shape, and then have low self-esteem. Also, I think we at least share a similarity in that we both have active jobs that burn a lot of calories, yet partake in the quote-unquote nerd culture. That's half the reason I'm writing this to you, because I think you might possibly have insight into how successful a podcast about this might be. The other reason is so that I remember that I thought of this idea. It's late and there's a good chance tomorrow I'd completely forget this idea. I guess just let me know if you think a podcast about nerds staying healthy is a crazy idea or not. Thanks for listening, and I appreciate the fact you've been so open to me creating stuff and learning the ropes. I could write more mushy stuff here to stroke your ego, but that comes with the premium subscription, or something like that. Ray.
Yeah, it does.
Ray, oh my God. So there's a lot here. I'm not going to read it all because that's boring, but and I texted you this the other night. I was going through my old emails and I saw these interesting subject lines. When the Torn Think Tank email closed down, or we left, when Fit and I left, I forwarded the relevant emails needed to my personal email address. And when the Storm Ride cast was going away, I forwarded those emails to my personal email address as well. Ray, I know you said you were a listener in the past. I had completely forgotten that you had emailed me about Healthy Nerds, your idea for a podcast. I forgot that you had emailed Liquor Fueled about being your favorite show. I also completely forgot that you submitted bumpers for the end of my Vote for Ben segments that I did in 2015 to help him win the podcasting tournament. So, first of all, I would like to apologize for not remembering who the fuck you were 3 years later when you started bugging me in 2018 to come on this show. And second of all, when you were pitching the Healthy Nerds idea, why didn't you just say you wanted me as a co-host?
I don't remember. I couldn't remember if I was. Man, see, it's been a while. Maybe because I thought I was going to do it with somebody else or something like that, or I was first looking to put the feelers out because I had no idea what I would be doing at that time. Like I didn't know how to do a podcast in any way, shape, or form. So at no point would I have done that. But Harder Tanks in the chat room just said he'd love to be on a podcast.
Oh, there you go, buddy. I can retire. I was
definitely 5 years ahead of the curve on this one. Apparently. And also, this kind of goes with the theme of like we were saying on, I can't remember where we had this brief discussion, but I think it was somebody on Twitter that said something like, "Hey, Rem, I appreciate whatever it is, something about you on the show and your advice and whatever it was and everything." And I was like, "You son of a bitch. Like, I'm on the show too. Like, I have opinions." And basically I was like, maybe it's because I'm just so forgettable, which, obviously this plays to that theme that, over the last 5 years, you couldn't even remember me. So it's all good. I don't really care. That's my thing. I don't.
Ray, don't worry about it. I just express very strong opinions. And that's why people remember me. All right. You have your part. All right. And it's very important. It's vital.
Because I'm too empathetic. Yeah. I'm very empathetic. The reality is I actually like to help people, like in a real way. But my thing is, I'm not going to sit here and spew bullshit just like, oh, everything's going to be fine. Like, it's not. You need to we would have to have like an actual discussion for me to try and give someone advice. So there's no point in just, stroking your dick just to be like, oh, hey, we're all going to be good.
You can stroke my dick.
I'm not going to do that. I'd rather come on here and just have fun.
You can stroke my dick if you want to. It's fine, buddy. I don't mind.
What do you think?
I've had enough to drink, so it's fine. I don't care.
Do the old reach around.
Yeah. The freaking it's there's so much that happened, towards the end of 2014, all of 2015 that I don't remember. Then I apologize. I know you said that you had sent a couple emails or something to the show, but you never mentioned, you never brought up the healthy nerds idea or, they
were shitty and
listen,
that stuff was bad.
It's a great idea.
It's good if it's gone.
That's a great podcast idea, buddy. Let me tell you what, Healthy Nerds is a fantastic fucking podcast idea because you got a bunch of especially now, you got a bunch of nerds sitting home who are scared to go out without a mask. They're playing video games all day. They need to know how to stay healthy, right? So you get yourself a little weight bench or a treadmill or go for a walk around the block. Anything to stay healthy. Yeah. So,
well, the reason it applied to me was because between my time in and out and then getting a job there, I was unemployed for a little while. Dude, I just sat around drinking and getting fat and playing video games, playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And at some point, I was like, "Fuck, I need to not be doing this anymore." Got off my ass. And part of that was like, I just, that one always sticks in my mind when you had said, go for a walk on Triple T, go for a walk. And it's not the whole go for a walk that is relevant. It's do something, fucking move. Like, don't just sit there and wait for shit to happen. Take some action. And that's where I started. I was like, man, in high school, I did track and cross country. I used to be like really fucking fast. And I went for a run and I was like, Jesus Christ, like, 1 mile in, I'm dying. I used to be able to run fucking 10 miles, like no problem. Like, I got to get my shit together. And, that's where, like I said, I would love to help people. I love it. I think it's just nice to actually make a difference in people's lives. But that's where it came from.
And that was,
I had no idea where to go with it.
No, it's great, man. And that's what was good about the early years of Triple T is that we were actually helping people. I didn't realize it was Randy who I said, Randy was was it Papa John's, the pizza place manager. And I told him, I said, you know what, go for a walk and focus on your job, get better at your job, become a manager or something. And he became a manager at the fucking pizza place. Right? I didn't realize it was him because I don't remember any of this stuff. I'm very bad at remembering important things. Randy, I'm sorry for not remembering, but I'm glad that I helped. Ray, I'm sorry for not remembering, but I'm glad that I helped. Okay. We got to think, words are not violence, Ray, but words are powerful. Okay. Because the right message can hit the right person at the right time and change their life completely. I am no expert. I've made plenty of mistakes in my life. All right. I've done lots of stupid things. I've done plenty of bad things. There's a lot of things that, when I'm dead and I go to the gates of heaven and St. Peter is there, like, all right, Rem Dickman, let me see. Oh, God damn it. Really? All right, explain this bullshit to me. Like, I'm going to have to sit there and explain myself a bunch of times. But, there's two people in my life that I know for a fact that I've helped, and that's you and that's Randy. And you know what? That makes everything work out. That makes everything fine because you guys are better now because of some stupid shit I said. And it's fucking awesome. And I love that we're here. Oh God, I'm getting emotional. Fuck. fuck you, is that we're here doing this stupid Rich Dickman show. All right. And I can look at the two of your faces right now and it's like, God damn, I'm so proud. Yes. Thank you, Randy. Just stroke the microphone. I'm so proud of both of you and how far you've come and what you've accomplished in life. and part of that, Randy's texting. I'm not going to get into that. Right, but, starting to think about, because I'm 39. I'll be 40 later this year. And it's like, Jesus Christ, like I'm fucking old all of a sudden. What the fuck happened all the time? Because it was fucking 8 years ago now that I started podcasting and started talking to people. The other people who I may have had an impact on, I wouldn't hear from them anymore because they're all caught up in all the disgusting WoW life and all that bullshit. I wish we didn't get stuck with the WoW stuff. I'll just say his name. Fuck it. I don't care. Like, remember from I've wanted him to come on the show to talk some bullshit about, WoW podcasting and Blizzard community and all that nonsense, but he doesn't want to come on the show.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he tells me that he's busy and stuff and like, all right, you're fine. But I know what it is. He doesn't want to come on because I'm toxic to that community because I tell the truth about them. And, but I don't know where I was going. I started drinking early. All right, let's see what we got left. All right, we got,
you want to do, this is what I've been doing. Do you see that one with the link right there? Mm-hmm. Click on that link and open that. Here's my thing on giving advice is I can give you what I believe is advice, but I'll preface it with, hey, you know what? Ultimately, you're the one making the decisions. I can give you some information, but you're the one who has to actually implement it, and you have to actually be the one to take action.
Why did you make me?
You see how that's for a wedding?
Holy shit!
That wedding invitation.
Yes.
Do you know who that girl is? That's go to the photos, if you will, at the top.
Photos?
But that's the one. That's the person that I always used to say she was, if you will, the one that got away.
Is this the butt
sex? If I was more, she was hot. If I was more mature when we were dating,
look at the asshole she's with.
She was. That's what dude. What does he look like? Describe that guy.
He looks like an asshole. He looks like an IT guy. First of all, like if I had to guess what his job was, I'd say IT. And he looks like he tells a lot of bad jokes, all right? Like jokes that aren't funny, but you laugh at him because you feel bad. He looks like he's drinking a Miller Lite in one of these pictures. He looks like he'll do anything to fit in. Like he's that guy in high school who would adapt to any group, right? Whether it was the jocks or the nerds, or the chess club, he would adapt to them just to fit in. He's got yellow. What an annoying piece of shit this guy is. Ray, what the fuck, man? No, don't worry, your wife is
How
hotter.
old does he look too? Doesn't he look old? He looks old to me.
Let's see.
What is
he looks older than he probably is. He probably, yeah. I mean, you could make a case for 45. You could make a case for 35.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be the jowls. Would you call that jowls?
Yeah. At least he has a chin. He has more chin than I do.
He does have a chin. But
fuck you, Ray.
Anyway, but that girl, like she was a nice one. I'll put it that way. But all I know is I spent a long time thinking, man, I fucked up, right? And then I go and I just happened to come across this. I don't know what happened, but I just came across this thing. And I was like, oh, wow, she's getting married. That's crazy. I'm in December this year. I'll be married for 10 years. So I'll have been married 10 years before she's married because they're postponing theirs due to COVID. But I just remember looking at that guy and thinking, I'm doing all right. Sometimes you just need those boosts. Yeah. I go, you know what? I'm doing all right for myself. Like I have a decent job. I actually feel like I'm a fairly decent looking guy. Like
the house you're about to buy.
I'm doing all right. It's not too bad. But yeah, just saying. I just sometimes you just need to see how other people are doing. It's interesting. I don't know if that's a good thing to like compare to other people, but sometimes you go back and say, you know what? Instead of living in the past, being this, oh man, what would it have been like? Or man, I really fucked up. You go and you just kind of put a cap on it. I'm happy with where I'm at.
only Hot Drummer News Babe will get this reference. Hot Drummer News Babe, when you hear this, text me immediately, please. But this guy on a lot of these pictures looks like Charles. She'll know what I'm talking about. She'll know who I'm talking about. Hot Drummer News Babe, text me when you hear this. He looks like Charles. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
I'm curious what you think of her. What is your quick impression of her?
God, I wasn't looking at her. Is that weird? I wasn't looking at her. Let's see. You know what, Ray? I'll tell you what. I'm not into her. She doesn't.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, she doesn't strike me.
Yeah.
There's nothing defining about her. There's nothing that says, "God damn, I want to get inside of her." There's nothing that says that. She looks like
it's because it's her personality.
She looks like she's fun to hang around with, but she's got some messed up teeth in this picture. All right, I'm not saying I have great teeth, but she has some messed up teeth in this one picture. She's got a dorky smile, and like in a room full of people, she's not somebody I would pick out and head straight towards. All right. But I mean, she's probably a lovely person.
I love this so much.
Yeah. Her hair.
I think you're probably saying that
3 different hair
to
colors.
Be nice to me, but
she has like black hair and then blonde hair and then I don't know what's up. She wears a hat, which is neat. I do enjoy a girl who can wear a hat, but she wears a bunch of stupid sunglasses. I don't like her style. She needs to figure out, is she blonde or is she brunette? Like, figure that one out first and pick one. Don't keep changing.
At one point, she went to like a hairstylist school or something like that, I think. So
yeah, she looks like she went to hairstylist
into
school.
The whole undecided. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into her. No offense, I'm not into her. It's not my.
Oh no, that's fine. I think you're probably just trying to do me a solid and be like,
no, I'm not
constantly oogling my wife whenever she walks in here, and so then I'm like talking about this lady that I was saying was the one that got away, and you're like, yeah, she's all right. She's all right.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
You give me Sarah Starr any day of the week, all right? Because at least Sarah Starr oozes sex.
This girl,
not so much.
This is the girl that when I was playing paintball, somebody was like, they couldn't stop talking about her butt. So you don't see any pictures of her from behind.
No,
you would maybe think differently.
Yeah, well, that's her fault. She needs to, if you got a great butt, you got to show it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on your wedding photo album.
Absolutely.
your pre-wedding invitation photo album.
You can do tasteful. You can do tasteful butt pics.
yeah, exactly.
All right, Ray. Listen, okay, so we're gonna do this on the show because you ignored my text about it, but Matt from Not For Human Consumption personally reached out to me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and he said, "Hey, Rem, we would like to have Ray on the show. Can we arrange that?" And I told him yes. I said you would definitely do the show.
I'm busy that day.
Don't be an asshole. I can be there too. It's just gonna be late for me.
All right. So what's the game plan? Let's spitball right now. How do we do this?
Well, you
text back and say we're in. Well, you already did that. Wait. Okay. So what's next?
Well, I'll tell them you're available. You just got to give me a date. All right. I don't actually know what the game plan is. I mean, I could let you do it solo, or I could be there with you. First of all, you tell me. You want me to be there with you, or you want to do it solo?
Oh, I'm fine going solo. I mean, unless you want to do like a
fuck Ray, goddamn,
average type of deal.
I think it'd be better if we were both there. But if you want to do it by yourself, you tell me. I don't want to, ruin your guest appearance.
Oh, see, I'm like I'm down for whatever. I don't really care. All I know is I'm gonna get on there. And
you know what, Ray?
Just start talking shit. And it's,
you're like my wife, Ray. You're like, hey, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Like, I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? Like, you're exactly like my wife. Stop it.
Well, see, I just imagined that it was getting me on the show is me on the show, not me and you. Otherwise, they would say the team from.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I can go on the show with you. Matt said, hey, if you want to be there with him, you're welcome too. And I said, I appreciate that, Matthew. But let me talk to Ray. So if you want to do the show by yourself, that's fine. You got to remember a couple things. Number one, you got to plug our show, Rich Dickman, Rich Dickman Show, richdickman.com, because Mr. Rich Dickman will be pissed at you if you don't. Yeah. And number two, is that they're going to try to be really mean to you. So you got to bring the fire, homie. You got to get super drunk beforehand, and you got to be really just to lay it into them. Yeah, the left, right. The fucking
fuck you guys. I don't even know what you're saying. Fucking assholes.
You got to accuse them of like
click
and all sorts of shit. Like just right out of the gate. It's like fuck you, Dylan. You. You're like, what? What are you fucking like? Fuck you, Dylan. You. Fuck you, right? And then you start there, and you work your way down. Leave Matt alone. I like Matt. The other rest, fuck. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Matt's a notch above those other guys. I mean, we don't even have to say it. I'm sure all the reviews.
I was thinking
2 or 3 reviews that their podcast has got.
Dylan pissed me off a little bit in his last couple episodes when his review of me and our not safe for work bot in our channel, and I was going to do my own podcast, like the Dylan podcast, but I was thinking of doing some shit like that with like sound effects and stuff, like a mini podcast, like the Dylan version of it. But I'm just a super busy guy. I don't have time. Time for that shit.
Wait, so what's he even complaining about in that channel? He hasn't even been in that channel.
You know what? It's the weirdest.
He hasn't even done any activity.
It's the weirdest thing, Ray. Oh God, I'm getting drunk now. I'm sorry. Is that we have the bot, right, in our Discord where you can go into the Not Safe for Work channel and you type in, if you want to see some titties, you say please booby PLS boobs, and it shows you some boobs. Or please PLS booty, and it shows you some booty. Okay, and it's a bot in Discord. It's fun. People like that. Okay, I know Tanks has done it a bunch of times. He's in our chat right now. Tanks loves that thing. Yes, you can go and a Google incognito search, and you can search all the tits and ass that you want to see. Okay, but it's just fun to have it in Discord. And Dylan's like giving a shit about it. It's like, what are you talking about, man? Randy set this up. For Maddie from Australia, basically. Okay, Maddie from Australia, he loves.
He's punching the air right now. He's like, "You son of a bitch!" I mean, fuck! I can't do an Australian accent. I almost did like a. I didn't even know what I did. Like a French accent.
Oi! Fuck you, cunt. That's Oi! Fuck you! You fucking fucker. He's sitting there. And he loves that shit.
Irish?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been drinking.
Same thing.
Yeah, but these guys, they love it. Right? It's
not
fun.
American.
And Dylan's like, go search for tits and ass like the rest of us. Like, okay, I could do that too. I do that in addition to type in PLS booty. So first of all, fuck you, Dylan. Like, you don't understand. And you're an asshole, so go fuck yourself. And second of all, I don't remember what are we fucking talking about?
You know what the problem? No, this is the problem. Dylan only lasts for like 8 seconds or something like that, because I can't do that. I can't be like, go into this Not Safe for Work, type in PLS space BOOTY, hit enter, and then wait for the picture to show up, and then go back to jerking off, and then be like, okay, now I need more stimulation, and then do it again, and then do it again, and do it again. He must literally think that like he can get off on one of them. That's why he's all mad, because he's like, fuck, it's a one-stop shop. I don't have to go search the internet. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to go and watch like a 15-minute video and enjoy yourself.
This fucking guy,
3 seconds of pleasure.
He's all proud of himself because some chick he knows gave him a free pass to her OnlyFans account, right? Well, listen, asshole. Like, I had a on me, so fuck you. All right. So, I mean, like, what do you want? What the fuck do you want? Oh, wait.
I had 3 of them tell me mine was gorgeous.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Exactly. Exactly. They haven't had a porn star dick contest. Oh, man. God.
It was just interesting because they're not a family-friendly show, and we are. It's like the craziest thing that they're basically an R-rated show, or a self-proclaimed R-rated show. Yet we're Christian
as fuck.
Censor zero. Yes.
Yeah, the most family-friendly show on the internet, the most podcast on the internet. I've got. I used to have with me. Yeah. I'm
Please ask us
Italian.
for advice.
Yeah.
Please ask us for all the advice.
Yeah. We give all the advice. You know, I've been doing this for 8 years. I'm a fucking architect of podcasts.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm the Seth Rollins of podcasts,
We'll
Randy.
steer you in the right direction.
Yeah.
You want to become a swinger? We'll point you in the right direction. You want to be a porn star? We'll point you in the right direction.
We've got the swingers.
Oh my god.
We've gone from
We got
swingers
connections.
to Bob Ross to porn stars to a guy who does abandoned videos to fucking a guy who writes books about men being better than women.
Fucking family friendly.
The fucking another guy.
Oh my god, Dave.
Who streams.
Dave, you're the best.
No, he's not.
Oh
Don't
my
tell him
god.
Fuck that guy.
You broke me. You broke me, Dave. Oh, I'm not going to be able to recover from this. Oh my god.
Oh, Ray, I feel like I'm monopolizing the
Family
show.
friendly show.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's take a break. Let's take a break and let's do some voicemail.
This is the voicemail bumper. This is the bumper on your left, and this is the
I
bumper
never
on
heard
your
the
right.
voicemail.
This is a badass guitar riff. And finally, here's your voicemails. Sorry, that guitar riff's too cool not to play twice.
Yeah, we did get one voicemail this week, and it is from one of our best voicemailers. And as soon as it loads, I will play it because, of course, I didn't have it loaded because I don't know. I'm thinking to myself,
Yes.
right, I kept thinking, "Hey, Rem, you're missing something. You're missing something." And I was like, "I'm not missing anything." Yeah, you are.
Hey, everybody.
You know what
It's
we
your
really
favorite
need?
neighborhood executive producer, Randy, calling from the car while waiting on my girlfriend. Oh, shit. Here she comes. Just left Walmart. No one's wearing a mask. So much for them enforcing people to wear masks. I had mine on, though, because I'm not a dickhead. Leaving a voicemail. Oh, I got the eye. I don't know what that means.
What,
But,
Rem and Ray are dickheads? Is that what you just told me?
no, I said that I wore a mask because I'm not a dickhead.
Oh, I thought you said Rem and Ray are dickheads.
Oh. Well, that's
I
not
think
very
they're pretty nice guys, but I mean, if you want to be that way against them, well, fuck.
No. Hey, Ray's a little bit of a
Wow.
dickhead, but Rem's totally cool.
Oh.
That's not what you just told me.
Well, that's not what are you talking
At least
about?
he remembered
You
on
just
the
told me
show.
that Rem and Ray were dickheads.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll proceed upon that.
I can't believe the executive producer would say something like that, but you never know.
Well, they were kind of dickheads today.
Yeah, you get
he
'em.
came on the show and he put up with the bit. He didn't get the joke. I get it, but you know, he tried, and he didn't really clap back at all. So, you know, Kristen really enjoyed Not for Human Consumption. She thought it was the best podcast she ever listened to.
Right.
She really liked the part where they talked about cock
Second
all
best.
the time.
Oh, that was my absolute favorite.
And she really felt like, you know, they were supportive of women and all that good stuff.
Super supportive.
So, check them out. Anyways, I think we should start a war with those guys because, you know, I don't know what that would entail. I don't know what an internet war takes. I don't think we have the forces to really amass. Unless if we can get Huelhauser out of retirement, that would be like getting the Titan on our side. You know? Tigers. World of Warcraft. I'm rambling. Alright. I hope Rem hates this. I didn't say you were dickheads, but Kristen said that I said that. I don't know where she's getting that from. And fucking Out for Human Consumption podcast.
Love you guys.
And Kristen wants to know where our goddamn t-shirt is. Okay? She's been a patron for many months. I let the t-shirt go because, like, I think a t-shirt at $10 is too cheap. You're giving it away too cheap, guys. You get more for that. So it's a pretty good deal. Gotta get it while it lasts. Anyways, fuck everybody. And what do they say at the other show, boners? Well, pussies. Bye.
Oh, God.
Are you muted? Why do I not hear you?
I muted my microphone, so you missed all my awesome reactions. God damn it, that sucks. That's what happens when you drink half a bottle of Evan Williams Kentucky Bourbon. You forget to unmute your microphone. We're not going to go to war with Not For Human Consumption because we love them. All right? We're going to go to war.
we can go to war with them. We could form some sort of Avengers super team. Matt and I have already had many Avengers style discussions.
Yeah.
Therefore, it makes perfect sense. I don't know who we should attack, but we can combine our amazing forces and overpower
the human experience. The personal experience podcast. That's who we have to attack.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right. I
think this is a great idea.
Randy and Kristen, thank you so much for that. Love you guys so much. Damn, I had this whole thing muted. Fuck, I had some great drop-ins during that voicemail, too. Fuck. God. Ray, I hate podcasting.
All I know is I would just love to see the look on Jules' face if those guys were just leaving her voicemails.
No, like they what? Fucking follow her. You know that? They follow Jules. They follow Torn Think Tank. Can you believe that shit? They follow her.
Oh
like, what are you doing? Why
it
are
would
you
just be
her?
So amazing to watch them.
It's
like,
because
to see her reaction.
Yeah, oh God, she quit.
Leave voicemails.
Yeah, you know, we had one episode. We did our first call-in episode, our first or second, one of those. We did a couple call-in episodes, and this one guy called in because we were giving shit away, right? We were giving away a wild card or something, and he started like hitting on Jules, like hitting on Jules.
$15.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I really want to see what the girl looks like with her shirt off or some shit like that, right? And I masterfully edited it, and I took care of his ass. I'm like, tell me about, I was fucking with him, and then she hung up on him. But I edited it so you never even heard any of that stuff unless you were there live. And she tweeted a compliment, one time, it's like, oh my God, the skillful editing of Rem. God, fuck, man, I drank too much to start the show.
You want segments? We've got segments. It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
All right, Ray, read it.
So Jamie writes in, I work a high-stress job as an ER nurse, and it's been a hectic... Actually, they said it's been an hectic few months.
God damn
That's very grammatically correct.
Come on.
I'm ready to take some PTO, which has been approved by my supervisor. But with the recent spike in cases outside my area, I don't even know what to do. Normally, I enjoy traveling to new countries and exploring some of the more remote locations. I desperately need the time off, but with restricted travel and limited options, what do you suggest I do with my time? I'll have anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks. Also, I'm single, so the activities can be solo, although I enjoy the company of others.
Oh, goddamn, that's perfect. Holy shit. Ray, I've been trying to convince... I'll tell you what, Ray. I'm desperate. I'm dying. I am in such need of getting away and taking several days where I don't have to do anything. I can put my phones away. Don't have to look at social media. Don't have to look at my work phone. I'm so fucking desperate to just get away for a week that it's driving me crazy right now, right? Because at this point we would have had a vacation already. Me and the family just done something. We've done nothing so far. I've done nothing but work. During this whole pandemic, I've worked 5 days a week for whatever months it's been. I've had no time off. It's all been stress. I've been trying to convince my family to rent an RV and just drive somewhere that isn't closed, like South Dakota, right? Because South Dakota isn't closed. Everything's open in South Dakota. But nobody, first of all, it's not cheap. It's not cheap to rent an RV. When you got a whole family and you got to do the grocery shopping and stock that RV up too, right? It's not cheap. And then, people, I got young kids. The goddamn media has them scared for their lives, even though kids are at like zero risk for this bullshit. All right. And then my wife says, well, everything's closed. Everything's not closed in South Dakota. Everything's open in South Dakota. Everything is fucking open. But I don't even need anything to be open. Right? I don't need anything to be open. I need some time in the woods away from everybody. Right? Nothing needs to be open. I can stock that RV up full of food and I can park it in the woods and I can look out at a lake and I can listen to the birds. Nothing else but the birds. I don't hear any traffic. I don't hear any phone ringing. I don't hear any people yelling. I just hear birds and nature sounds. Okay, that's what I want. I want to get away for a week or two and just be away from everything. And I can't do that now. All right. I had 2 weeks scheduled for vacation at the end of August. That kind of lined up from when my kids went back to school. They moved the back to school day earlier, fucking up my entire vacation.
What?
Yeah, the back.
I guess kids have been out of school for like an.
They've been out of school too long. They moved the back to school date up to August 27th when my vacation was supposed to start August 25th, and they're supposed to go back after Labor Day. So my vacation's been screwed up already that I had planned. I can't convince anybody to take a vacation with me just to go to the woods in Vermont or some bullshit, woodsy state. I can't go anywhere because nobody wants to. I'm dying. Thank you, Ray. I'm trying to talk Ask Producer Chris into going camping with me and even assistant producer Ryan to going camping. And I say, hey, producer Ryan, do you want to go camping? And he says, well, is there a bathroom? I'm like, no, fucking asshole. It's fucking camping. There's no bathroom. You shit in the woods for a night. I mean, Jesus, what the fuck do you need, man? Well, is there a shower? No, there's no shower. There's no shower when you go camping. Okay? You have a tent and a sleeping bag. And you have nature. You deal with it for like fucking one night. I think Ask Producer Chris does want to go camping, but I'm trying. Ray, what I'm saying is, Ray, is that I'm desperate. I'm dying to get away. If I didn't have fucking wife and kids, I'd fucking by now because I hate the world we're living in right now, and it's terrible. And I'm so sorry I had to say that, but that's what it's like. It's terrible. Everything is just terrible. I just need some time to get away. So let's go to Jamie's question. What's Jamie's question again?
This diatribe.
He needs time off. All right. So Jamie, what you should do as a single person is you should definitely take rent an RV or go camping or do one of those like Appalachian Trail hikes. I don't know where you live. Where do you think Jamie lives? Do we have any idea where Jamie lives?
I'm not sure, but if there's not been, it said something like not that many. Wait. Oh, yeah. It says outside their area. There's a recent spike, but in their area, it doesn't sound like. So they might live like in the middle of the country.
All right. If you live in the middle of the country, I mean, there's plenty of space. There's plenty of places you can do things like camping. And I would suggest camping and getting away from social media, which is a poison to your brain. Getting away from the news, which is also a poison to your brain. Getting away from the constant coronavirus scaring, which is poison to your brain. And just enjoying the beauty and the majesty of the nature that we have in the United States of America, right? Like if you live in West Virginia, you hike the Appalachian Trail for a week. Oh, God, I would love to do that, Ray. I would love to do that. It'd be so awesome. But bring a gun with you to shoot bears. Because you don't want bears attacking you. That's bad. But you're single. You're single, so you can do this solo. I mean, it's the best time Corona times is the best time to be single because you don't need to worry about the company of anybody else, right? Like this is great for single people. Just go camping, enjoy nature. Yeah. That movie with Kevin Costner about being with the Native Americans.
Waterworld.
No, not Waterworld.
Dances with Wolves. All right,
Dances with Wolves. Relive Dances with Wolves. Like live on the prairie for a week or some. Do City Slickers. Yeah, City Slickers.
Oh, I already got it. With I don't have to keep guessing.
Yeah, with Jack Lemmon and Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal. Do City Slickers. Go do a cattle drive in New Mexico. Yeah. Do some shit like that because you won't have another chance. Absolutely. Go on vacation, Jamie, is what I'm saying. Go on vacation and enjoy the middle of the country, which is the best part of this country. Ray, do you have thoughts on this?
Yeah, basically what you were saying. Go to a place where there's nothing that can be open or closed.
Yeah.
And then what else matters? Do whatever the fuck you want there. I remember going up to Lake Spalding as a kid, which is up in the Sierra Nevadas over here in California. They're pretty big mountains. You go a few thousand feet. And there's a lake up there, and somebody worked for electric company out here, and they were able to rent it every once in a while. We'd go out there and just hang out. Ponds, lakes, fucking boulders. You just go as a kid, just going and climbing shit.
Absolutely.
Just climbing. Yeah. Like whatever the fuck you want to do. I went out there and I caught a big ass frog. Not a frog, like a bullfrog.
Gross.
With a fishing pole and a worm on the end of it. Like it almost dragged me in the water. It's so big.
You got a frog?
Like just random shit.
Frogs are terrible.
Yeah.
I hate frogs. I'm scared of frogs.
Oh, yeah. It's a big toad. Maybe it was whatever it was. It was one of those big ones, like big as your head.
You want to hear something fucked up? I was with my therapist.
Yeah. Do you eat it?
No. Gosh, shut the fuck up, Ray. I told my therapist that I'm scared of frogs.
Frog legs.
Oh, fuck you. I told my therapist that I'm scared of frogs. And she said to me, wow, that's really interesting. We should dive deep into that. And then we never did. So I still don't know why I'm scared of frogs.
and then they had bigger fires to put out. So they were like, we'll come back to the frogs a little later. Yeah. That's not the biggest of your concerns right now.
Let's talk about Jules and Arcane. Let's do that.
Yeah. Yes. Let's dive into that a little more. No, but that's just get out and do something. Whatever it is, just get out and do something. And yeah. Well, actually, now that I think about it, you saying take a gun to shoot the bears. You might, if you're going to go out in nature by yourself, deep into nature. Oh man, you might want to take a buddy. You might want a partner. What do they call it? Like a whatever it is. What's the
battle buddy?
Tag team partner.
Tag team partner.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Like I would go camping
just in case
with Ray and Randy, my 2 R's. Okay. And Ray would probably complain the whole time because Ray's a bitch, right? But Randy would love it. And I'd cook you guys meals. Like I cook you guys breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because I like cooking on the fire, right? And I'd bring my cast iron skillet.
What do you cook for breakfast?
What do you cook for breakfast? Fuck you, Ray.
We got to figure this out. Before I agree to anything, I need to know what the breakfast is.
It's fucking eggs and it's fucking bacon. You fucking idiot. All right, and then you have lunch.
That's it.
Which is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when you're in the woods. And then dinner. Dinner is something else. Okay, you can eat. Dinner is 2 different things. You can either slow cook your chili and beans all day, or you can get some steaks going. And I think I would do steaks. All right, I would do steaks on the fire. All right, maybe throw some potatoes in the fire and bake those fucking potatoes in the fire. All right, I watch a lot of Joe Robinette camping videos. I don't know if you know who Joe Robinette is. I Instagrammed him. And I said, hey, Joe Robinette, I really love the fucking shit that you do on the internet. I would love to interview you on my stupid show. And he never got back to me. I love that guy. All right, the guy goes camping, and he's a too. It's fucking great. He's Canadian, right? And he fucking talks, hey, guys, today we're going camping. I've got some wood with me and my dog, Tripper, and we're going to go, it's icy out on this lake. We're not going to camp on the lake, you guys, but we're going to camp next to the lake. Maybe do some ice fishing. But in the meantime, we're going to build a super shelter. He's fucking, because he's Canadian.
And eat some poutine.
Yeah, and eat some poutine, you guys. I'm 34 and I bought my dream house. Yeah, like he's a fucking like he's just but I love him. He's so stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, he's the best. You know what I've been watching a lot of on YouTube, Ray? Is two different things. Is my YouTube tastes have changed. Like I went from like strictly Bob Ross to just Joe Robinette's camping videos, and then I started watching Jelly's marble runs. Have you seen Jelly's marble runs? No. Is it like Rube Goldberg machines of marbles? No, Ray, don't be stupid. Oh. It's actual events. Olympic style events with marbles, and it's amazing because you can't predict how marbles are going to be. Like there's no performance enhancing drugs with marbles. Okay, they're just fucking marbles.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Adderall's pretty,
but they're marbles, and it's fucking cool. It is so much fun to watch these marbles compete against each other. He's got the Marble Grand Prix, and he's got like Marble Olympics. So just YouTube Jelly's marbles runs and you'll understand what I'm saying. JELLE for Jelly. Jelly's marble. Yeah, Chris O'C and I talk about it. What's the other thing on YouTube? Right. Oh, you know what I recently got into was train videos. These dudes take trains across the country and they hop in sleeper cars, like your little like roomette or whatever the fuck they call it. and they document their whole travel fucking journey from Chicago to Seattle, or from Los Angeles to Seattle, from Chicago to Texas. I don't even know. Did you know Amtrak names their trains? Like they have like the Empire Builder and the Coastal Starlight and the fucking like Texas to fucking thing. It's fucking crazy shit.
This is podcasting at its finest. That is crazy. I had no idea, and I love every moment of it.
So
What even happened?
you watch these guys like take a train across the country. It's the most amazing fucking thing in the world.
And what do they do? Like, it's just like them holding a camera, like selfies, the whole time, being like, all right, I'm going to go to the dinner car now. Oh my God, I'm going to go try and find the caboose. I think it's in the back.
It's exactly that, except they don't talk and there's no selfies. They just, they put the things on the screen.
They don't even talk?
No, they type in the captions. This is me walking to the dining car.
Because they have such shitty voices, they can't even do it.
No, because they're all fucking like and they have like some weird social disease where they can't talk to anybody. It's the craziest shit, man. It's so funny.
Oh, you weren't. That wasn't a joke. That was a fact.
No, okay. It was yes, absolutely. I
thought you were making a joke.
There's one where the guy like takes a selfie of himself through a mirror because he's holding his little gimbal and the GoPro, and he's like, that kid's. Like, nothing wrong with it. Like, God bless you that you're getting out there and you're traveling and experiencing life.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
But it'd probably be more fun if you were narrating this rather than me reading the fucking text at the bottom of the screen that you put on there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, especially because people that do subtitles, more often than not, the subtitles last for like 0.25 seconds. Yeah. And it was like 8 sentences long. You're like, the fuck, I gotta pause this thing?
It's like
motherfucker, to read what's happening?
I'm trying to look at your roomette and the little toilet you got built into your wall there. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to read the shit that you write on the screen. Like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I gotta have a photographic memory to understand what's happening right here just to read the subtitles. Like, what is happening?
Oh, what the fuck happened to this show? I'm sorry.
Yeah, what else do you want?
I think that's it. I think I took over the whole show to complain about shit, Ray, and I'm sorry. And I think we're done. I think that's it. You know, we're at the.
Oh, can I complain about this? Can you hear the person mowing their lawn right now? Why is it? It's 8:38 at night, and you're mowing your fucking lawn.
Yeah, that happens like every Thursday. Somebody's mowing their lawn next to you, Ray. I can't wait till you move and you're far enough away from everybody where they
Let me look at who it is.
Okay, Ray's now getting up. He moved away from his desk.
My place. Some kid running out there.
Ray, why haven't we seen your wife yet? Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, last several episodes we've seen your wife about 20 minutes into the show, and it's made my night better.
She's mowing the same fucking spot 6 times.
Your wife is mowing the lawn?
No, this lady. She's mowing around the bush, but she's literally going like this.
Well, at least it's
in like the same 2-foot patch of grass.
What?
Like just back and forth, back and forth. Learn how to mow a fucking lawn.
What I wouldn't give for my wife to mow the lawn just once. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just me mowing the goddamn lawn all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go before I leave. Before we move out of this place, I'm gonna go over and knock on that door. I'm gonna say 2 things. 1, dude, you're lucky that your lady mows the lawn for you. Good job. You found a good one. Except that she sucks at mowing a lawn. Fucking, you just go up and down. It's like
I was in New Haven this week,
right?
And I'm only thinking about this because Randy is eating a pizza out of a pizza box. And Kristen, you're right. Food is the best cooked over a campfire. It absolutely is. And I can't get anybody camping with me. But Randy's eating pizza out of a pizza box that says pizza all over it. And I just had this thought, right? It's like, I was in New Haven.
Papa John's, you traitor.
I was in New Haven for 3 days this week, right? And 2 of those days I got ramen from my very favorite ramen spot. It was fucking delicious. It was amazing. Yeah. I wish I sent you pictures and I didn't, but I'm sorry. But of those 3 days, one of the days I got pizza. And on Worcester Street in New Haven, there's a couple of very famous pizza places, okay, that have been in business for a very long time. They make some very good pizza. And it's called, this one place is called Sally's. The pizza reviewer from Barstool Sports decided Sally's was the best pizza he ever had at some point, right? So I went to Sally's.
Oh, wow.
You know, I'll be honest, it's good pizza. I'm not going to lie. It's good pizza. It's not the best.
Yeah.
All right. It's not the best.
It can't be bad.
It's good. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I decide I'm going to order myself a small pizza, right? Just for me. And I find a menu, and it says small pizza, $7.95. Oh, shit. Cool. And then, I want to add bacon to it, another $2. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. So it'd be $9.95 for a pizza. Small pizza just for me. Perfect. $10, that's what lunch costs these days. So I call them up. I said, hey, I'd like to order a small mozzarella pie with bacon, please. And she's like, okay, very good. Well, it'll be ready at 12:15. Would you like to leave a tip? And because you got to pay over the phone because of coronavirus, you got to pay over the phone. And I said, yeah, all right, $2. And she's like, okay, cool. And then I said, okay, what's the total? Because she wouldn't tell me the total. I was like, what's the total? She said, $19.95. Wait a second, $19.95. All right. I mean, I already paid at this point.
Sounds like a lot for a small pizza.
I start looking at more menus. I was looking at an old menu. I was on Google Photos, right? I was at Google Reviews, and people posted pictures of the menu from 15 years ago when it was $7.95 for a pizza. Yeah, the pizza is like $13.95 plus another $2 for the fucking bacon plus $2 tip, which made it $19. I paid $20 for a goddamn small pizza. Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Yeah, I can get a large pizza for that same goddamn price at the goddamn place that 10 minutes away from me at my home, which is even better.
Yeah, that's actually just good. Yeah.
My wife texted me. My wife texted me. She's like,
pizza.
She's like, what did you spend $19.95 on? And I said, small pizza with bacon. She's like, are you fucking stupid? You can get that same goddamn pizza in a large size up here in Middletown. Like, what the fuck? Oh, goddamn Sally's. I don't know.
It came with a side of regret.
I would love a slice of pizza right now.
That's annoying. We actually bought, there's a, okay, so we've been doing the homemade pizza. So somebody was selling this pizza. Which I swear to God, the pizza sauce. So the dough is actually really good, but the sauce looks like salsa, and it looks like it has a label on it that looks like salsa.
It tastes like shit.
My wife, she loves salsa. Is adamant that it's not salsa. I've never tried it. It looks fucking. It's salsa. Yeah. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's fucking salsa.
Hey Ray. Finish your story. I'm sorry.
Well, then the other day I go to the grocery store. I see the same fucking bag in the grocery store. I'm like, there's probably some motherfucker out there buying this shit from the grocery store and selling it as their own homemade fucking pizza. You son of a bitch. Like, I gotta get to the bottom of this. I just noticed this, but I gotta get to the bottom of this. If someone's going into the grocery store and buying this homemade looking pizza dough with the same fucking sauce and selling it as their own, oh my God. Yeah. We're gonna light somebody's ass on fire.
God damn. Ray, final thing before we close tonight. Is that I took my family out last Saturday, and we went to one of our
coronavirus.
Yeah, one of the coastal restaurants that serves lots of New England style seafood.
Oh, and it sounds so good.
I sent you a picture of where we were sitting. We had to sit outside, right? Because nobody wants to sit inside. And I was thinking to myself, if Ray ever comes to Connecticut, I want to take him on the most Southern New England food tour he's ever had in his life. I don't care if he likes the food or not. I'll eat it, but I want him to experience steamers. I want him to experience lobster. I want him to experience New England clam chowder. I want him to experience little neck clams. I want him to experience crab.
I love seafood so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
I would eat more than you. It wouldn't be funny.
Well, fuck you, first of all. Second of all, I challenge you. And third of all, if you ever come out to Connecticut, I'm going to take you on the seafood tour of your life. And we're going to have so much fun. Okay. We'll probably leave our wives and be gay together for the rest of our lives. It'd be great.
Yeah. Other than if you want to challenge anyone to a food eating contest, we've all seen the videos. I don't like your chances.
What videos?
The Whopper challenge and the chicken wing challenge.
Fuck you, that's chicken wing.
I'm just saying, like you kind of bailed a little early on those.
I'm not challenging you to any contest, you asshole. I want you to experience New England style seafood.
Yes, no, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, all right, we gotta let's bring this.
I'm so hungry now.
Goddamn show home because this is too much. What?
You want to bring this baby home?
Yes, I do.
Is that what you're saying?
You want to read the thing?
Yeah, let's bring this baby home. Yeah. I just want to say to everybody, thank you so much for listening to the Rich Dickman Show. Your ears mean more to us than you know. If you like what we do and want to support the show, you can tell a friend and leave a review. iTunes, Stitcher, whatever the fucking podcast app you literally just yell it out your front door. That works. Text it to all your friends. Any review. Anywhere at all. It works.
Yeah.
And if you like us even more than that, why not check out the Patreon at patreon.com/richdickman.
What's on the Patreon this week, Ray?
You get... shit. I don't know.
It's the emails.
Probably...
Rem reads the motherfucking
the emails. Yes,
that
that's
broke
right.
up Triple T.
You read the emails.
Yes.
And they are fan-flippin-tastic.
Yeah. Ray texted me after.
We got those.
After we recorded the show, Ray texted me and said, Rem, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. That's not bullshit. That's true.
That was word for word. You just read that. I saw you reading it off your phone.
Yeah.
Even repeating myself. You can find us online at richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Click that merch tab and get yourself some swag. Like Aziz Ansari loves swag. You can get something like him.
Yes.
Check us out on YouTube and subscribe because we want to get our own URL. Thank you for listening. You can also check out Isaac's podcast, Chimping Out with Isaac Jackson.
Isaac was on the Dick Show this week. Isaac was on with Dick Masterson, yeah, and he actually represented himself well.
How'd it go?
It was good. He didn't plug his own show, nor did he plug our show. I fucking know. God, if you're gonna fucking be on a show, you gotta learn how to plug. But it was his first time, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, good for you, Isaac. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was the first time for everybody, Isaac. Be sure to listen to our bitches. Buddies over at Not For Human Consumption. You can email us at richdickmanshow. richdickmanshow@gmail.com. Be sure to follow all of the buddies of the show and contributors. We've got executive producer Randy at Sir Zero.
He left
who's
social
actually
media.
Not actually on social media anymore, so
get him on Discord.
Show notes.
Yep.
Yeah, just find him on Discord. What is it? bit.do/TRDS1.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, you can find the show on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. You can find assistant producer. No, is it just producer Ryan?
Producer
Ryan TRDS.
You know, Ray,
just tweet that guy.
The secret to this part is to make it sound like you're not reading.
Oh, I know, but I'm trying to I got things set up so bad. I'm trying to look through a hole in my microphone. We can follow your mom at Rem_mama.
You
and
follow
that's
your
great
mom
if we want to do that.
Bitch ass. Your
Don't-
mom.
Oh my god! Don't get me started on your mom. Fucking I'm about to punch a fucking little teenager. You can follow me at Jules Winfeld, and if you tweet me your mom jokes, I will come after you. And finally, you can call the Dickman line 860-316-4776, which I sent to someone today on Twitter.
Oh my god!
What do you know? They didn't call in.
That person
because apparently they already have your number.
That person texted me and said, "What's that number?" I said, "It's a voicemail line, baby." Yeah.
They text you to figure it out. It was in the original tweet. What the fuck are they doing? What are they doing reading 8 tweets deep?
Show me that ass.
But not reading the first one.
You can follow me on Twitter at Rem Dickman. REMDICKMAN. And if he didn't say it already.
You're supposed to wait for me to ask you how we follow you.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry. See, I'm too much of a control freak. It's so hard for me to let go.
Yeah.
Call the Dickman line, 860-316-4776. We are here for you. I think we'll work on getting a guest for next week because these shows when Rem gets drunk are probably not very fun.
The best.
Yeah.
The best.
It'll be 117 next week, Ray. We'll work on setting a new direction for the show. Unless you don't want to.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Which is what? We're gonna just talk shit.
Ray, you gotta open up a case
at the same time
and get Sarah Starr her t-shirt. You gotta call the post office and be like, yo, that shirt was not delivered to the right person.
Yeah. I'll say I have 2 things you guys need to do. 1, deliver the damn shirt. And 2, learn how to read.
You learn how to write.
I'm going to send you a handwritten sample of my writing, and you'll take back every bad word you've ever said about my handwriting. You will say, this is beautiful.
If you come and visit me,
take back
you have to quarantine days. For quarantine. 14 days. God, that's
for quarantine days.
Oh, Christ. Okay, good night, everybody.
See ya. It's a wrap. Oh my god. Maybe we just both need to drink like we should have like a pre-show ritual where we just drink X amount prior to the show so that we're already just lit. So that we look like Randy does right now, just passed out in our chairs, and then we start the show.
See, the problem with me getting this drunk is that I have to stop myself from saying things that I want to say, inappropriate things to people.